welcome back to On the Volley. Okay, I'm here, not at the pub as you can see, okay, but I do have a can of cider by my side, yeah. I'm still celebrating, you know, what can I say? Champions again, ole ole. Champions again, champions again, champions again, ole ole. Yeah, well, that's it. What more can I say? That says it all. But let's be honest, you know, I said it from the beginning of the season. As far as I was concerned, we won the league even before, you know, we kicked the ball at the start of the season. I couldn't really see anybody challenging us. And I think we're going to dominate for quite a few years now. I really cannot see anybody catching up to us at the moment. You know, Celtic are the dominant force. You know, all we've got to do now is beat Aberdeen in the Scottish FA Cup, and then we'll have another treble, okay? Which, like I've said before, is the least that we expect on a domestic level, because we dominate, okay, on a domestic level. You know, our next goal, I've said it so many times, has to be continual improvement in Europe, okay, in the Champions League. Look, it was a great game. The first goal, I thought Jota got it, but apparently they gave it as an own goal to Strain. I was convinced it was Jota's goal, so I don't know if another site gave it to Jota and the site I was looking at gives it as an own goal. You know, for me that was a Jota goal. I mean, it was a great ball in, bam, back of the net. So I didn't see an own goal, but hey, it is what it is. Kun, 2 goals, okay, great performance by Kun as well, and 2 goals by Ida, and Ida should have had a hat-trick, okay. He had an opportunity, he just could not, okay, direct the ball into the back of the net. I think his foot went like that, do you know what I mean? So it just went past, just went, you know, it wasn't even on target. But hey, does it matter? 5-0, 6-0, it really doesn't matter, okay. We got the job done. But again, like I said, there was absolutely no doubt, okay, but the thing that I loved about it, we got the job done the Celtic way, yeah, playing exciting, attacking football and scoring goals. Now, you know, in 34 games we've played, we've scored 102 goals and let in 22. Them lot down the road have scored 70 and let in 37, and there's a 7-point gap difference. And to be totally honest, you know, they played on the Sunday away to Aberdeen. They were 2-0 down, okay, they went to 2-1, and they equalised in the 96th minute. I didn't see the game, so I don't know. I'm not going to make any comments. Doesn't really make the slightest bit of difference. But like I said in the last post, okay, all of this, you know, as far as I was concerned, it was a done deal. For me, the treble is a done deal. I'm not too worried about it. A lot of people have been saying, you know, I've heard comments that, you know, it's boring watching Celtic, and I had a conversation, you know, in the comment section with Mark Nugent, and Mark himself said, you know, give me boring, you know, as long as we're winning and we're playing like this, you know. And he said we can only beat who we have in front of us, and I think Roger said the same thing, and it's the truth. It's not down to us, okay. It's down to the other teams in the Scottish League to up their level. And again, and I feel as if I'm repeating myself, and this is why sometimes, you know, I let a few days go past before I do a video. It's not just laziness, it is also laziness, or maybe because, you know, I've got other things on my mind, whatever. But then I come on here and I think to myself, well, you know, am I saying the same things? Have people already heard this? Do they really want to hear it again? And then I go and watch some of the YouTube channels, okay, that I do, like, let's say Ange Postecoglou. It's the same thing, you know. Every post, video post, is about whether or not they're going to sack Ange. Is Ange going to go, so on and so forth. And it is the topic at the moment. So anyway, and obviously I follow Ange because of the fact that he was, okay, and still is, okay, as far as I'm concerned, an idol and a legend for Celtic. So even though he wasn't there, you know, that long, if you like, yeah. But anyway, it interests me. So as far as the people that say it's boring, watching Celtic win all the time. The other teams, it's up to them to do something about it. And I think what they need to do is what Celtic do, okay? Don't talk to me about, you know, their spending power and the gap in the spending power. It's got nothing to do with that, because just go and have a look at the amount we spend, okay, on our players. We don't spend that much, okay? We buy players basically on the cheap. Now, don't get me wrong. Maybe for us, spending 2 million on a player, 3 million on a player, I don't know, 900 grand on a player, whatever, maybe that's too much for some of the other teams. I don't know their financial situation, but I'm pretty sure if their recruitment team improves and take the same strategy and philosophy that Celtic do, I'm pretty sure they can go out and buy some bargains and maybe, okay, with potential, and see an improvement in their game as well. So what's next for Celtic? Yeah, the Scottish FA Cup final. But like I said, I honestly don't see anything other than a Celtic win. How emphatically we'll win, that's another matter. Okay, I think Aberdeen will come out to play. I think they'll give it their all. I think they'll have been given a little bit of confidence, as you know, compared, you know, with regard to how they played against them lot down the road. Even though they, you know, ended up drawing, they didn't lose. Their performance has improved recently as well. But I'm going to repeat, I just cannot see anything other than a Celtic win. I hope I'm not jinxing us. But there you go. That's just how I see it. That's just how I feel. You know, so that is a done deal. So let me go back to the question. What's next for Celtic? The transfer market. That's what's next for us. And that is what... It doesn't worry me, okay, because our recruitment team have always produced. They've always done a great job, and I have full confidence in them. What I do wonder is which players are we going to lose? Because I'm pretty sure this season as well, we are going to lose some players. And the main one, you know, Kun has been outstanding. There's rumours that scouts have been sent to watch him, and that some bids might come in for him. There's rumours that, you know, Hatate's been looked at. And I tell you, if those two have been looked at, it's a definite that Dyson Maeda must be on the radar of some teams. You know, and for me, the greatest loss, and it's hard to, you know, define, okay, between the players, because they've all played really, really well. But Dyson Maeda for me would be a massive loss. I hope we manage to keep him, but I'd understand if he went as well. The only thing I'd say to these players, a word of caution. What do I mean by that? I mean, you look at Jota. Jota went, okay, to Saudi Arabia. Then he went to Rennes, I believe. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. He's ended up back with us. Kyogo went to Rennes. Hasn't been playing. And rumour has it that he may come back to us as well. Now, don't get me wrong, they're both great players. You know, maybe they've been unfortunate, they were unlucky, you know, they had the wrong manager in place, or there was the quota system in Saudi Arabia where, you know, they bought him, but then they thought, okay, right, we've got a chance to buy somebody else, okay, it was a bigger name. I don't know. All I know is that he's back with us. We're pleased to have Jota back. Kyogo might be another one that's coming back. But that doesn't mean that if Kun goes, or if Rio Hatate goes, or if Dyson Maeda goes, or any one of the other players, okay, that have been great for us this season. Carter Vickers, for example, yeah, Alistair Johnson, doesn't mean that they won't be a success wherever they go, yeah? So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we lose a couple of players. I just hope that, as always, if we do lose these players, we have a replacement already thought of to take over them. And like I said, I've had full confidence based on, the job they've done up until now in the recruitment team, yeah? My confidence is 100% with them. So, yes, I'd hate to lose these players, but I also know it's part of the cycle at Celtic. And it's something that we're used to, and it's something that we deal with. The evolvement, evolution, and rotating of these players, helping the club, okay, build its coffers up, okay, because it is a business. It's not wrong. It's not wrong. So long as we keep playing the way we're playing, and we keep dominating in Scotland, and we improve in the Champions League. I'd love us to get to a final, okay? Imagine a final, okay, with Celtic versus Real Madrid or Barcelona. That would fucking be awesome. And it could happen. How long is it going to take us to get there? I don't know. A year, 2 years, 3 years? I don't know. But so long as we're improving every season, then we do get there. So look, that's all I've got to say. I'll see you again. I might actually see you, okay, on the 4th of May. I might actually do a video in the pub if I'm able to. Again, that game really, apart from, the pride, okay, because it is a derby and we do want to win it, it really is not going to make any difference to the league apart from the difference in the points gap. But I want us to absolutely annihilate them, yeah, because they've had the upper hand in the last couple of games. Yeah, you got to give it to them, yeah. Okay, like I said, they've improved as well. Take nothing away from them, but I think it's time that we reinstated our dominance with them, and I have a feeling we will do. The question is, though, are we going to have that motivation? We've won the league. How motivated are the players going to be? Because we know that even if we lose to them, they can celebrate a win, but we got the trophy. So, you know what I mean? It really doesn't make any difference. So it's all about how much the players can motivate themselves, okay, to win that game. They know it's a derby. They know, what it means to us as Celtic fans. But they also know that we'll be there celebrating the fact, okay, that we've won the league. We'll be in their faces with the fact that we've won the league. We've got to pick up the trophy. Ba-da-ba. So it makes no fucking difference whatsoever. Really, that really is it for me. Okay, I don't really have much more to say. Okay, fucking awesome. I'm still celebrating. I'm not going to make any, I don't want to publicise anybody. Okay, right. So, but nice can of cider. It's a gorgeous day out here. This is why I love Rome. Yeah, it's just fucking awesome. Little bit of a wind, but even a wind is just right. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, listen, I'll see you lot soon, yeah? Misha, I'm out. Hold on, before I forget, before I go. There's a new channel, Celtic channel, and it's called YTCSC, okay? Give them a look, give them a sub, okay? And give them some likes, okay? Do me that favour, because it's two guys, Mark and Brian, okay? They're relatively new, okay? And I tell you what, I've been watching them. I think they're very good. I think they're going to grow, and I think they're going to make their mark as a YouTube channel as well, yeah? So do me a favour. Give these guys a look, yeah? And give them a sub and lots of likes. Well, that's it from me. Shah. I'm out.